Oh, what up? It's your boy Jason Eubanks, and I'm joined by
Kyler Adams.
And we're back for episode 3, 1, 2, 3 of Hit It Harder Bowling Talk. Get right back into it. I had a couple of commenters, write in, say what you want us to talk about. So one of the common things was Born to Bowl. So Kyler, I didn't see any of them. Kyler, you got to fill me in. What happened? What's going on? What do you think about it? All that good stuff.
Well, it's only 5 episodes, 30 minutes-ish.
Okay.
So it's like 2.5 hours if you want to watch the whole thing. All 5 episodes are out now.
Okay.
I'll try not to spoil too much of it, but
I'm
gonna spoil a little of it. Like, you kind of know.
Pause it, watch it, then come back. I didn't see it. I'm not rich enough for HBO Max. So he's gonna fill me in. So if you haven't watched it yet, just pause it, watch it, then come back.
Yeah. So it's a docuseries 2025 bowling season.
Okay.
PBA Tour bowling season. They follow Kyle Troop, Anthony Simonson, Belmo, EJ, and Cam Crow.
Okay.
Those are the 5 guys that they kind of highlight in the video. I mean, you see a lot of pros making little cameos, obviously walking back and forth, and everything else.
Little background noise.
Right.
Okay.
And but my thoughts on it, I thought it was pretty good. Production quality was very, very high quality production. I thought.
Yeah. I mean, HBO, it better be.
Yeah, exactly. And there was some moments in there where I didn't think maybe they shine like the most positive light on the sport of bowling, but any publicity is good publicity, right? So.
Is it? That's what I was thinking, but it's like, okay.
But
like, in what ways? Like, what did you?
Well, so the second episode they highlight Simo.
Okay.
And Simo's very, I'll say, passionate about the game.
Yeah.
And he holds himself to a very high standard. So when he messes up, he's not afraid to say things. And
right.
he talks in the episode about the fact that he's been fined for a lot of things. And a lot of that is, damage to equipment, i.e. kicking ball returns.
Okay.
And,
some more competitor
frustrations coming out, kind of, and he's been fined a lot for using profanity.
I mean,
it's not always like aggressive profanity where he's like cursing at somebody or anything. Sometimes he's just like, hey, let's get effing going and blah, 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 whatever. But it's just one of those things where, it's part of his vocabulary. I think it's part of a lot of people's vocabulary that's out on tour. But
Thursday nights at wherever you bowl, I mean, that's everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that was kind of part of it, and he kind of got into it with his ball rep in that video, in that episode, second episode. And I feel like they kind of painted it in a bad light, but at the same time, you got to realize that the ball rep's out there, he's getting paid.
Yeah.
He's got a salary. He's getting paid to be there. He don't really care too much. Right. Simo, the ball company pays him, but his real money is going to come from the episode was at the Masters. That's $100,000 on top. So he's bowling for $100,000. Yeah. And he goes to the ball rep and says, "Hey, you got any ideas?" And the ball rep, kind of says, "You need something that gets through it a little bit more." So he switches to something a little bit cleaner, throws it, goes to the face, gets 6. Yeah. And he's like, every time I throw a ball, I get 5, I get 6. He's like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. The ball rep goes, well, if you keep throwing it like that, you're gonna get 5 every time.
It's kind of like
and then obviously, Simo kind of gets mad at him and starts cussing at him and walks over to Boomerson and starts telling him, like, this guy is not helping me, which I get the frustration. And in that moment, he walked over there and he's got a good relationship with Hank. So he walked over and told him his frustrations, being that he's one of the highest up at Storm that there is. And so maybe it wasn't the most positive thing to do in that situation, but he was frustrated. But at the same time, I get it because you go to this guy, you go, hey, I need some help here because I'm trying to make a living right now.
Right.
I need to know something.
That you see.
Yeah, you should have been out there watching all these other guys.
Yeah.
You should be able to tell me a little bit of information as to what I need to do. And he just didn't really help him at all.
And to piggyback off of last week's conversation, that's not the first time that I've heard that. Like after I asked staffers, people messaged me. It's like, yeah, I think like the staffers, and it's crazy that happened to Simo because I've had people tell me, it was like, yeah, I was on the same pair as so-and-so, and he was the ball rep at Hammer? EBI, right? Before he came to Storm.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And it was like someone asked for help, was on staff, and it kind of just gave him the look like, why are you talking to me type of thing. And it's crazy. Like, I'm on staff with you.
Right.
I didn't go out of my way. You're sitting right here on the pair. Not, hey, you know my whole game. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like, you never met me in your life, whatever. But just, hey, any suggestions on what ball I should throw on this because I'm on your staff.
Yeah, you're here to help me with the ball motion and like the lane play kind of thing. Like where's everybody scoring from?
Right.
What part of the lane should I be in?
Exactly.
Well, and what it was is it looked, at least from what I could tell on on the show. I don't know how chronologically lined up it was. You know, the recording to what they showed, but it looked like he just took a step left and just got deep with it and started looking a lot better. And then he kind of got mad. And when he got mad, it's like he locked in, you know, kind of one of those things.
But that's pretty shitty though. Like,
which I mean, I get it from both sides, right? Like,
but to even have access to you're not the owner. You're not, you know, going up to Steve Jobs like, hey, how do I set my Apple Watch or whatever like that.
Right.
But you're there to help the bowlers. Like, you could have a group like, oh, hey, guys, this is what I've seen score here. Even if you don't have that one-on-one access, like, hey, quick Hammer staff meeting before the tournament. Hey, guys, throw web tour or whatever. This is what we've been seeing scoring out here. Like, would that hurt to give everyone on staff that kind of information?
I don't think so.
Like, no. So, like, what is because if you want your stuff to shine, why wouldn't you help someone on your staff?
Right.
It's like I sell a ball. Oh, hey, how should I drill this ball? Questions I got. Hey, try it like this. Oh, well, screw you. You're not on my staff, so I'm not going to tell you. Figure it out. Like, that's like the same thing.
Yeah, I definitely see that side of it. I also see, from the side of the ball rep too, though. Right. So I'm friends with somebody that was a ball rep on tour, and he was telling me, he's like, for a lot of those guys, you know, that aren't, maybe their physical game isn't quite there that year, and they're not quite making cuts, they're not bowling very well.
Yeah.
He goes, a lot of times the ball rep's the punching bag, you know, like the frustrations get taken out. Well, you're not helping me. You're not telling me this. You're not doing that. And maybe it's not the ball rep's fault, and maybe it is their own fault, but they just want somebody else to blame. They need a scapegoat for it. So
true.
They put it on the ball rep.
It's like blaming and just asking and inquisitive. But one thing that I'm tired of, why I can't watch these men's shows a lot of the time, I don't know what it is, but certain bowlers, literally after every shot, did I do that right? Should I? Like, dude, if you made it to TV, I'm pretty sure that ball rep wasn't behind you all season, all tournament long.
Right.
So it's like literally after every shot, you're looking for that approval.
Yeah.
Go back to no coaching allowed on tour. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a pro, you're a pro. Like, you can't just foul line, walk back, ball rep. Like, that doesn't look good on TV to me. One of those old school type of, like, see what you're made of. You're the pro. You figured out ball rep before the game. Here, try this, and this. Go with this. If you see this, go with that. Like, that whole every shot looking over for approval, that just irritates me for some reason. I'm sorry.
Where I think that starts is when they're youth bowlers.
Yeah.
I saw it so often as a youth bowler where you have dads in the back.
Yeah.
Kids bowling. Kid throws a shot, goes back to dad. What do I do?
Yeah.
Well, do this. Goes up the next shot, throws it.
Yeah.
turns around.
But that was
Dad,
a rule,
what
though.
Do,
like,
what do I do? What
Yeah.
do I do? It was never a. Well, what do you think you should do, kid?
Yeah.
What do you think you should do?
Like,
I
when
think
you
I
see
should.
it.
I think I should do this, Dad. And maybe if the kid's close, just tell them, yeah, try
Yeah.
that. Or maybe if they're way off, be like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then you kind of correct. You
Reel 'em
correct,
in a little, but
correct. Get the train of thought going the right way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like, let them think, especially as a kid. Like, it's not serious.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. when they're 12,
put
13
your
years
allowance
old,
on the line.
yeah, 12, 13 years old, it's not that serious. Just if you can just get them in the right direction, but don't tell them every
Yeah.
single thing. Don't just hand it over to them. Like, because then they get to a point where nobody lives forever.
Yeah.
So someday you're going to be gone. What do? They're going to turn around and
nobody's there.
I don't know. I don't know what move to make.
Yeah.
I don't know how my dad was coming up with this. I don't know how my coach was coming up with this.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things like you got to learn for yourself a little
And
bit.
jumping ahead, we'll get back to it. But jumping ahead, that's why I was so relieved when they said, oh, one thing he started doing is trusting his gut.
Yeah.
Like that should be the main thing. You're out there, you know I'm a field bowler. Like someone can tell me to do this, and if I can shoot you throw this ball, you'll shoot 900. But if I don't believe it and I don't feel it and I don't trust it, I'm not comfortable, it's not going to happen. So it's like, hey, you tell me what I have to do in my brain to make myself comfortable, and I can do that. I can't,
Right.
So that's how I grew up. Like, because I was saying, it was a rule in regionals. You couldn't coach. Like, I'd watch my brother bowl regionals. I'd give little pointers here, like before the game or before tournament play. Here, try this. Okay, cool. But literally, it was no coaching. I don't know why they went away from that. Like, I just really don't. If y'all let me know, please, because
yeah, drop
that
it in the
pisses
comments.
me off. But so we're on. So Anthony's episode 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that was that episode. That's which, to be fair, they give every bowler like a little nickname when it's their episode. And for Simo, it was the hothead is what they call it. So I think they played into that a little bit, like, oh, he's this fiery guy that's, they definitely made it look that way for sure. I mean, I've bowled with him and like, you can see the frustrations when he's bowling, but I've never seen it to that extent. So I don't know if it was maybe played up a little bit or they just highlighted some things a little bit, but
got to make it entertaining for TV, I guess.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but that episode, as good as it was, in the drama side of things, I don't think it was that good in like the
bowling
positive spotlight of bowling kind of thing. But then the next episode was EJ and a little bit of Kyle Troop at the end there. Okay. Those episodes, I felt those episodes were really good because you get to see EJ in the center that his parents own, that he now owns with his wife. You get to see his kid break
the generation.
Get to see his kid break the foot off of one of his eagles. Yeah, so that was kind of funny.
Got to win another one now. Bring out the super glue.
And then Kyle kind of had a theme throughout the series throughout 2025, and it was just barely missing the cut. Just barely missing the cut. Just barely missing the cut. And he says in the last episode, he's like, I can't wait for this series to be done so I don't have to watch myself suck anymore. Which I can relate to because the last 3 tournaments I've bowled, I've been first or second out of the cut.
Yeah.
This last Sunday, first out of the cut, missed it by a pin.
Yeah. Wow.
Weekend before that, I was second out of the cut. I went 64 over scratch on a pattern. Mm-hmm. Missed the cut by 40 because somebody above me went 104 over. I averaged 220 on a pattern and miss it by 40. And then the weekend before that, I was out in California and then first out of the cut, 2 separate squads, and then third out of the cut, the last squad, and that was my best one. So I don't know what happened.
I think even with Kyle, the last few years, it's like no shows, and then what is the players? Then he just wins that one like out of nowhere. Like I think that was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. It was like 2 years back to back.
2024
that happened.
U.S. Open. He won.
Okay,
and because that was part of it too. It was he was there at the U.S. Open and he missed the cut.
Yeah,
so they kind of play into that and everything, but it was cool to they kind of show us all these guys, at home, and they're a little bit of like the behind the scenes stuff, and
what do you do outside of bowling type.
Right, exactly, and see, like I said, you got to see EJ at the center with all the bowling with league with some of the locals and stuff.
Still
like
bowling
that.
though.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I think most of these guys, that's majority of their life is bowling. Yeah. It's bowling of some sort. Like Simo, they show him, he's working in the warehouse at a bowling distribution place. Yeah. He's driving a forklift, moving bowling balls around. Like that's what he does.
Are you OSHA 30, Simo? Let me know. Get your forklift cert. I know a guy.
But then they show Belmo, and they show him with his family out in Australia and stuff like that, and the center that his parents own when he's grown up, which seemed like a kind of common theme. Yeah, their parents owning bowling centers.
I learned that a long time ago. It's like you learn that you can't bowl and have a regular job.
Yeah,
to be successful on tour or anything, it's like you just bowl or you bowl.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? How do you afford that? So me growing up, it's like, hey, can I spend that much money on bowling? Is this center going to invest in me to just practice here for free? Or does someone just have a bowling center that they can just have full access and full range to?
Right.
Which is another reason why I get pissed off watching some of y'all ball reviews, because you guys have centers to yourselves and can do anything production and just put out the most trashiest videos ever. Fix that. Yeah. Sidebar.
I mean, a little effort goes a long way.
But now I can go to my brother's spot.
Yeah,
I just got to drive 6 hours.
Yeah, it's just 6 hours away. Just hike it down.
I can have a bowling center to myself, but
which I guess, to be fair, when I was in high school, my buddy Bo and Hutch Bowl, shout out Bo and Gail, Gail's the owner. That's Bo's dad. He owned the bowling center. Bo manager. Yeah. All the high school kids that bowled on the high school team, free practice from 2:30 until 5:30. Yeah. As many games as you want, you can bowl free range Monday through Friday. So we go down there right after school. School was like half a mile from the bowling center. So it was like everybody jump in their car, and it was like, who can get to the bowling alley first? Loser buys, the sodas or whatever, we shoot down to the bowling center, and we bowl 10 games a day. Nice. And I was probably the most dialed in physically that I've ever been at that point. I don't think my mental game, I don't think my lane play, my ball motion, like any of that kind of stuff was very good at the time. But physically, I probably I could repeat shots the best at that point in my life just because of how much I was bowling. Nice. But then you look at guys like Chris Barnes, he bowls like 70 games a week. Yeah. So no wonder he's good. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
But that's like setting up for the future, because we have that access now at 44 and he's 47.
Right.
So PBA 50, I may have a shot. Like if I start practicing now, right?
Yeah.
Another 6 years.
Well, I think somebody that like you that actually has a background in it, I don't think that to get to a high level, it would take as much work. Right. As somebody that's coming into it and maybe hasn't bowled a bunch earlier, like I think that maybe you would be like 2 years if you actually like really put your head down and practice. Like you could be there pretty easy.
I've never focused on it. Like I've never like fully like, okay.
It's always been the hobby.
It's just a hobby. It's always been a hobby. Get out the house or stay out of trouble.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, I was the same way until I got just to like the last 2 years of high school and just out of high school. And then I started doing it really competitively. And I was like, man, I want to bowl as many tournaments as I can. And I want to get out there and bowl. So that's what I started doing. Yeah. Here I am.
It's what is this, April? So I've bowled more in the first 4 months this year, more tournaments than I've bowled probably the last 5 years combined. Because it was Nationals and Holiday Doubles with my brother. Those were literally the only 2 tournaments that I would bowl. And then shout out George, GG3, put out the ball. He was like, bro, if you're going to be putting out balls, you got to bowl. I'm like, that made so much sense to me. So I was like, at least I'm gonna hit one tournament a month out of town somewhere, catch a flight, go bowl somewhere, or some away from home. So I've 4 months, 4 tournaments away from home, a little bit more local tournaments too. So I'm bowling more this year,
But we gotta hit up the Baker's doubles. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure we still fit the cap.
Yeah.
So I'm 222. What are you? 208. I don't know. What's your book from last year say?
Depend on book.
Are you 10 pins over last year this year?
No.
Okay, then we take last year.
I think I'm 199-ish.
No, then we definitely fit. So we're definitely bowling Bakers. That's how that works. Boom, lock it in.
Yeah.
Documented. Forcing Jason to bowl doubles.
I'm with it. So that's episode 2, 3. So we talked about all that, right?
Yeah, they got the Belmo episode in there. They kind of go over, he was the top of the game for 6 years, 7 years, whatever it was. They kind of throw a little caveat into him being Randy Peterson making the similarities of him to Tiger Woods. I mean, Tiger Woods, I feel like, was way more dominant in golf for a longer period of time than Belmo was in bowling. I do agree that Belmo's run of dominance was Tiger Woods-ish-esque, if you would say. But I think Tiger was just more dominant for way longer.
Right.
I don't think Belmo has the DUI car crash problems that Tiger Woods has, but...
that we know of. I mean, we never know.
They have different laws in Australia.
Yeah. Vape gate, right?
Oh, yeah, there was Vape Gate, yeah.
Goodness.
But they kind of show, I guess in the first episode is Cam Crow's episode.
Yeah.
They do show Belmo and playing some mind games and stuff and kind of trying to throw Cam off his game a little bit.
So that would never work with me. Like, and I don't know if this is the wrong or right attitude to have, but everyone around my age class that was on tours, like I never I looked up to people. Like I don't look up to people. It's like, you're my peer. We're doing the same thing. Right. There's nothing that you're doing that I can't do. I just haven't done it or haven't. That's how I kind of look at things. There's not a single, I don't care who's in there. It could be Hall of Famers up and down. I feel like I'm the best bowler in the center at all times, and it's just up to me just to prove it or show it. Like, you're not going to scare me just like, who are you? Like,
I feel like if you don't believe that, why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why are you even bowling this tournament?
Exactly.
Don't tell me, oh, it's because of this. It's because it should be.
Yeah.
Because you feel like on that day at that time you're the best bowler in that bowling center and you can win.
I've seen people literally come to bowl, walk in without bowling balls, see who's bowling the tournament, and then not bowl because, such and such is bowling. Not see a score, but a body? Come on now.
Right. So to be fair, when I was first getting into the competitive side of things, I never did that.
Yeah.
But I would walk in. I was always there super early when I was like really young. I was like, I'm gonna be there an hour and 15 minutes early. I'm gonna get my shoes on. I'm gonna get my lane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, stretch, do all this. And I remember I walk in, and 2 guys in particular that I remember, if I saw them walk in the bowling center, in my mind I'd say, "Oh, I'm bowling for second."
Yeah.
And then I'd see the next guy. "Oh, I'm bowling for third."
Yeah. You can have that list. You have that list like, okay, this guy's making cuts everywhere. This guy's okay. So that kind of, if like, hey, they're taking 12 people, you can say, okay, 1, 2, 3. You kind of like that, but never just like, oh my God, like I have no shot.
Which shout out those 2 guys, Scott Endersby, Benjamin Godey. Shout out those guys. But now those guys are my friends. Like I'm good friends with them. I walk into a tournament now. I know that they're going to be a contender.
Yeah.
At the same time, I know I'm going to be a contender.
Exactly.
Now the goal is not I'm bowling for second or third. The goal is I'm going to beat them for first is the goal. How can I beat them for first place?
Exactly.
Which last time I bowled in Minnesota, I did bowl Scott. Semifinals, he beat me. He won the tournament though. So kudos to you. I think we're 1-1 in match play against each other. So
but it's even like the tournaments. Like, what's your take on like your crosses. Like, I feel like if I'm bowling the tournament, right, I roll solo. Put me on the lane, right? I hate when it's like, hey, I want to be on the pair with this guy and this guy and this guy. So it's like, do you think that's kind of like a pre-built in? Should it be more random? Do I have to bowl in groups to get a good cross? Or do I just, because I came solo, now I just got a shitty cross because I don't make friends like that, or not in the circle or the crew.
Right. Yeah. It's not. You're not in that clique.
Yeah, I'm not
so
in the clique, so I get a shitty cross.
Yeah.
Like,
so
tournament directors just should be luck of the draw, random.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should be able to sign up for a tournament ahead of time and be like, hey, I'm signing up with this guy and this guy. We all want to be on the same pair.
Yeah. It's not a team game.
Well, exactly. If it's a singles tournament, I don't think you should have the option to choose who you bowl with. The reason I say that is because, so if it's me and 3 of my buddies and we all buy in, say it's $100 to buy in, and the tournament's $3,000 for first.
Yeah.
Who's to say, hey, us 3 are just gonna throw urethane up the gut, and then you throw sanded resin up the outside, and we're just gonna break this lane down, and then one of us can score. And if one of us wins, we can just chop it up at the end.
Exactly.
And we'll all take $800, $900, and we'll take that extra money and we'll go get dinner. Well, cool. You had this strategery.
Yeah. Shenanigans.
You had all this stuff going on, but it's one of those things that it's just like, then you got the guy that, comes by himself and he gets stuck with just whoever. And
I literally
now,
this year,
not to cut you off, but when you are that single guy and you still kick the piss out of those other 3 guys, it feels pretty good. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, but literally this whole year is, hey, catch a flight somewhere to bowl a tournament. I'm in BFE, No, I know no one there. I said, hey, name a tournament. Okay, that's a tournament. I look it up, fly out there. It's like, okay, well, I came by myself. I'm 1,200 miles away from home, hey, put me on the pair with, your top scoring. Like what? No, I'm just here to bowl. I don't know.
I'm going to bowl. I'm going to post my score.
Yeah, that's it.
If it's good enough, it's good enough. And it's not, it's not, it is what it is. I'll say this. I think so. Lately I've been bowling a lot of 3-game tournaments where it's 3-game qualifiers.
Yeah.
They tend to pay a little better up top to bowl these 3-game qualifiers. And I tell you what, you can't give a single frame away in those 3-game qualifiers. Right. You don't have any extra frames to make it up. Nope. And the biggest thing is lately, I feel like my physical game has been probably 90%, which is pretty good. 90% is pretty good for me. And like I said, I'm posting scores. I'm shooting 660 plus on patterns, and I'm just barely missing the cut. Yeah. 670 this last weekend. 671, I missed the cut by 1 on Chameleon. Okay. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel like I'm really good and I'm just barely missing the cut. There, huh? But that was one of those things that they talked about with Kyle Troop. That was kind of his whole thing, was just barely missing the cut all year. Yeah. And you kind of see as the episodes go on that kind of at the beginning, his mental game's pretty good. He misses the cut by 2 at the, I think it was at the Masters show. I don't remember. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, or no, it was the U.S. Open show, because they were talking about him winning the year before. So U.S. Open, he misses the cut by 2 pins, and he took it pretty well. Yeah. And then by the end, he's just frying out. He's not bowling good. He's missing cuts, and he kind of just fries out at the end. Yeah. But they show him at the beginning. He's playing Sudoku in between frames. Yeah. Keep your mind
off of it. Keep it occupied.
But that made me think of mental training. Yeah. Something with bowling that people don't think about. Have you ever done mental training?
I did a couple of things. So younger days, right? Music, which now you guys are so lucky you guys have AirPods and wireless connections. Right. You ever bowl with a CD player in your pocket? And a set of headphones?
I mean, I bowled with an iPod, but...
No, this was a CD player.
The Walkman?
Yeah, Discman. The Sony Discman or something like that. I used to bowl with that in my pocket, so you got to bowl without making it skip. You gotta. There were no wireless headphones back then, so you got to run the cord
Up your shirt, probably.
up your shirt to the back. But yeah, I broke pot of gold doing that. It was like score was like beat 275. I shoot like 279 with I think a 2 hot. That was a nice hit, a couple thousand for that. And another thing I used to do, I used to have, like janitor keys, right? So I used to hook them on my belt buckle. It's like if I can hear the keys, then I'm not focusing. And you know what happened? Oh, he's bowling with his keys on because I was like leading the turn, doing something, bowling well. So one person complained, then I couldn't do it. They made me stop. But it's like if I'm up there and I'm bowling, how are you hearing that if you're over there or if you're next to me, then you shouldn't hear it at all either because I'm not actively bowling. So,
which caveat to that, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
To Born to Bowl. There's the episode where Belmo's going up to throw a shot, and somebody yells as he's throwing the shot, and he kind of tugs at the bottom and leaves a 3-6-10.
Yeah,
and he turns around and he says something. And then Simo yells at him and calls him a D-bag.
yeah.
They're kind of bickering at each other on the approach. And then, you see Belmo kind of turn and look, and like Simo's mad and Belmo's upset. And like, it kind of, to me, the impression I got was like Belmo made a fuss about it. And then Simo kind of barked back at him. And then Belmo just kind of backed down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the best bowler in the world really back down when you get barked at a little bit, or like I don't know. It was just a weird.
Seems like a bunch of sensitive people. Like
exactly, yeah.
I get it, but the machines make noise. Like the sound of bowling balls hitting the lane make noise. It's not golf, right? Where it's like, oh, he flashed the camera in my shot. Like if you can hear a camera click, like.
Right.
It's dead silent, but qualifying, right? It's during qualifying, I would assume. Right?
It was match play.
Match play, so
It was a little bit quieter, yeah.
Okay, so, but still though, it's like, hey, condition yourself if you're focused in. Oh, they, they announced the scores over the PA. It's like you're in a bowling center, Luckily, even now, you guys are probably too young to even realize this. Remember, you used to get phone calls at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Jason Eubanks, telephone line 1.
Yeah.
It's like it's my mom calling me or something like that.
Oh, yeah. They had a ringer on each end on top of the vending machines. I remember that.
Yeah. So it's like they'd call your name like mid-approach because your mom's on the phone trying to get a hold of you. Like, this is pre-cell phone. So it's like.
Your hamburger helper's getting cold. Where are you? Mom, it's Tuesday. I'm at the bowling alley.
Goodness. Like, it's just like. Noise is going to be noise. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the crickety machines make, just everything. I don't know.
But that was just a caveat back to the making noise while you're bowling. But back to the mental game thing was, it was when Kyle Troop was on TV. I mean, this is going to how I do this, I guess. But he was reading a book called Mind Gym, which... If you guys out there haven't read the book, get Audible, get the audiobook, listen to it. It is one of the best reads you can have for like sports psychology and like training yourself. There's another book, I forget the name, but he talks about alter egos, and maybe if you don't have confidence in yourself, when it's game time, flip that switch and become someone else.
I got so many alter egos.
My buddy JJ Martinez, I bowl with him on Thursday nights. His alter ego is Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
Oh yeah, you get him fired up. You don't get Juan or JJ anymore. You get Uncle Rico. When Uncle Rico comes out, Uncle Rico talks shit.
How much you want to make a bet? I can throw a football over the mountains.
But man, he does some of the funniest. He'll throw a good shot and he'll get down and give him the bazooka. Yeah. Like he throws grenades. Yeah. He does all sorts of stuff. He'll walk it off 5-6 pairs. Oh yeah.
I'm literally like 5 different people. Like,
oh yeah.
I got a name. It's a name for every single thing that.
Yeah. But yeah, that book, and I've listened to a lot of audiobooks on sports psychology and that kind of stuff. And I do believe that mental training is just as important as the physical training. Even if it's something as simple as just visualization, maybe before a tournament, sit down, visualize yourself from a different point of view on the approach, throwing a shot.
Yeah.
Visualize yourself in the championship match.
Yeah.
Visualize yourself holding the trophy up. It does so much for your self-confidence. Like if you can play the whole tournament out in your head before you even get there.
Yeah.
I've already done this.
Exactly.
Yep. Your whole mindset changes.
Yeah. I did something like that. I don't know if that's what it was, but like last week during league, I felt different. It's like almost I wasn't there. It's like I could hear stuff, but it felt like I was just floating, And I was throwing the ball so well. Just first game with like front 7, swisher 7, and then for 279, I'm like, okay. And it's just like I just wasn't there. I was there talking to teammates whenever, interacting on the YouTube live or whatnot, but when I'm like, it's like I'm getting back to that, like, dude, you know how to do this. Like, get back to my heyday, dust my game back off.
Yeah, I think bowling's a weird thing because I shot my first 300 game when I was 18.
Uh-huh.
I didn't shoot another one for 8 years.
Yeah.
I didn't shoot my second one until I was 26. And the biggest thing to me was always when I got up there, I don't know what it was, but the 8th shot was always nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's always like 8.
I don't know why it was number 8, but number 8 was always, I get past number 8, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I get 9, no problem. 10, no problem. 11 was always an issue.
Yeah.
And finally I just stopped and, after listening to some of these audiobooks and like thinking about all this stuff, I got up there and I said, I've done this tens of thousands of times. I've thrown probably maybe not tens of thousands, but thousands and thousands of strikes in my life.
Yeah.
I said, just another one.
Just another one.
Why am I putting more pressure on this situation than there needs to be?
Yep.
And you get up there and you realize, okay, what were my swing thoughts? Okay, push away needs to be straight.
Yep.
My first step needs to be short. And my push away needs to be straight.
Start overthinking it.
And that's it. But that's all I did.
Yeah.
Quit thinking about the situation and think about what I thought about on every single shot leading up to this. Yeah. What did I think about? Short first step, push away straight. Yep. Mind goes blank after that.
Exactly.
And then that 11th shot, short first step, push away straight, mind goes blank, boom, 10 back. 12th shot, same thing, boom.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it was that easy.
Yep.
And then now I've got, I'm 28 now, so that was 2 years ago. I shot that one, and I got 2 more since then. Yeah. So I'm at 4 now.
Yeah.
With the front 10 2 more times this year in Lee. I shot 300 this year, and I got the front 10 2 more times.
Nice.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, once you get past that barrier of, I think a lot of it is people put too much pressure on themselves in those situations, but mentally you got to be able to get over that. And I think
I just can't get the 9 out. I'm sorry.
Hey, you and me both, man.
Yeah. Just 9 pin for me. So
yeah. But, yeah, that was something I kind of want to talk about because I don't think a lot of people think about mental training as much. I mean, they're always, I was in the bowling alley. I was practicing for, 5 hours this day and 6 hours that day. And it's like, well, that's great, but can you believe you can win?
Right. But that's why people are like, when you are making a run, people are like, oh, you want me to go? Like,
no,
keep everything the same.
Yeah,
like, I got 10 in a row with you doing the same stuff. So why is it now the whole bowling center stops and watch it? Like, no, go. Like,
100%.
Don't have me sit up there fidgeting like, oh, snap. I don't mind it, but it's like, just go.
Yeah. Well, when I lived in Minnesota, I'm a lucky enough person that I got to witness firsthand somebody shooting 900. Brader Stern shot 900 at Southwood Bowl.
Uh-huh.
And I was bowling on the same league that night. And I remember at the time thinking, a buddy of mine, Ryan Schleicher, who actually ran the tournaments I used to bowl in Minnesota, so shout out Ryan. But I remember Brady's up in the 10th frame of his last game. He's 300 in front 9.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's standing there waiting to watch this happen.
Yeah.
And Ryan gets up there, throws a shot. Brady goes up, throws his shot. Boom, strike.
Yeah.
Ryan gets up, throws his shot.
Yeah.
People go, hey, stop. He's like, dude, I'm not going to stop. This guy's got 300, front 10.
That's what he's been doing this all
and
night.
I've been doing this all night. Why would I stop now? And
Mess up the rhythm.
Kind of everybody was like, why didn't this guy stop? Why didn't this? Brady shot 900.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now, I'm like, that's probably the only sense of normalcy that Brady felt in that situation was the fact that Ryan just kept bowling. And literally there was probably, I don't know, 70 other people just standing there staring at him with their phones out, you know? And it was just one of those things. And I was one of them. Yeah. But it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, in hindsight, it's like,
it's one less thing you have to think about because your peripheral, it's like when you bowl, you know, PBA stops, a double jumping. I don't look around. I don't look to see if I go. Peripheral vision. I see him go, I go. It's like you don't even have to look. So I can see it's like, hey, if he's still bowling cool, I'm still doing my routine. I do what I have to do, and I go and, you know, finish the job.
Yeah.
It's all peripheral vision, routine. Don't have it say, like, okay, well, damn, nobody's bowling. I guess I have to send it to myself. Now it's like I can hear my heart and all that. Like, no, just keep me loose, but I just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. That's all bowling is. Doing the same thing.
Routine.
Keep doing the same thing.
Yep.
Don't put more pressure on yourself in a situation because that's not what you did the shot before. You didn't put that pressure on yourself in the third shot.
Nope.
That pressure wasn't there in the fifth shot. Why should it be there in the 11th and 12th shot?
Exactly.
Just do whatever you can to take a deep breath. Another thing they teach you, when you get put under stress like that, your heart rate goes up and your body wants to get that situation. You're uncomfortable.
Right.
Your body wants to get that situation over with. So everything you do, 90% of the time, you speed up.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can. Calm yourself. Slow down. Do the same thing you just did.
Yeah, like my first one, it was like you said, around 7 or 8, like I literally could not stand up.
Yeah, your knees start shaking.
My knees are jello.
Yeah.
Then once I got it, I'm like, oh, okay. Then it's like, okay, I got this. Cool. You know.
That was the first time I had the front 11. My dad said the same thing to me. My dad goes, your legs ain't gonna be underneath you.
Yeah.
He's
no
like,
legs,
just
jello.
he goes, just move a couple boards left and throw your shot.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I get up there and I'm like amped up. I got the front 11.
Yeah.
I get up there and my body was like, we need to get this over with. I get up there and I rifle that thing.
Yeah.
Like 2 miles an hour faster than all the previous shots.
Yeah.
And I go PBA Super Washout, 295.
Wow.
First time I ever had the front 11, I shoot 295. So I'll always remember that.
Yeah.
Deviate, Hellraiser, Terror. That was the ball I was using. I remember that vividly.
It's like, bro.
Lanes 5 and 6.
Uh-huh.
I remember, I can, like, it's certain things like that. I can pick out every little detail. And, but yeah, looking back on it now, I might move. Depending on what happened on the 11th shot, maybe I'll move a half a board.
Have to make a half a board.
A board one way or the other, whatever, just maybe to get my brain to calm down a little bit. My brain, well, that one went a little bit. Okay. I'll just, okay.
Still got to make the bowling adjustment.
Yeah, I'll make my move a half a board or whatever. Yeah. But usually if I strike, I'm not going to move more than half a board for the next shot. You know, if I don't strike, I'll move more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just one of those things that I do. You know, some people, you know, a couple weeks ago, Packy had 299. I don't know how many times during qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
And he ball changed in the 12th shot.
Yeah.
Like every single time. And everybody's like, why is he ball changing? What is he doing? He's have all these 300 games.
Yeah.
Well,
getting ready for the next game.
He needs to know what ball he needs to go to after that, because he might shoot 299 this game, but if he wants to shoot 299, if he wants to shoot 299 the next game, he's got to know if he's got a ball change.
Exactly.
So that's just one of those things that you kind of got to know
thing.
that too.
Yeah, you got to see where you want to go. It's a field shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the difference between, I mean, that 110, but that goes back to accolades. You want the stats or you want to make money.
Right.
So to make that money, he's got to sacrifice the 300 if he didn't strike to see what he had to do for the next pair. Like, hey, do I need to get out of this ball now? You know, that's the next level thing, because we'll sit in the ball. If we're striking, no one's ever thinking about changing the ball, you know?
Right.
My last run, it was at 800 a few years. It was like, okay. It's like, dang, I should have. Usually it was like, start with this ball, then game 3, change it out. But I was striking so much, didn't do it. So I didn't, you know, flaked it off. So I was like, you know what, if you would just followed your gut and changed balls, you would have shot something higher.
Right.
You know?
And
instead of 790, you go 840 or 30 or whatever,
Yeah. And that's something that one of my coaches told me at one point in time. Matt Zweig, shout out Matt Zweig. He just shouting out everybody.
Right? Kyler taking a brown bag.
But that was one thing he told me. He goes, something that amateurs do that pros, or amateurs don't do that pros do, is pros move a lot.
Yeah.
Pros make a lot of adjustments.
Yep.
Amateurs don't like to.
Nope.
I stood here, I looked here with this ball, and I struck.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here as long as I possibly can, which isn't a bad idea. But if you see the ball exit the pin deck behind the 8-pin,
right,
you might want to start inching a little bit left.
Yeah.
That ball's going through the pins a little bit too
going
hard.
to the face.
And one of the biggest things that he told me, which you got to subscribe right now before I say this, because this is like life-changing information that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Move as much as you miss. The pocket's 5 boards wide.
Yeah.
From the center of the head pin to the center of the 2-pin or the 3-pin, depending on which side of the lane you're on.
Yeah.
The pocket's 5 boards wide. If you leave a 4-pin, 9-pin, you missed by 1 board. You move 1 board.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are all general. I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
work for everyone, but these are all general. If you have no idea what your move is, you don't have like an actual set move for something, try this out. So you leave a 4-pin, a 9-pin, something like that.
Yeah.
You're 1 board high. The ball hit the head pin 1 board too far if you're a right-handed bowler, one board too far to the left.
Okay.
You move your feet 1 board left. You move the same direction as you missed.
Yeah.
So if the ball went high, you hit high, it missed left as a right-handed bowler, you move your feet left. So if I leave a 3-6-10, that for me, that's 3 boards. I missed by 3 boards. I never touched the 3-pin.
Yeah.
So that's 3 boards. I move my feet 3 boards left.
Okay.
So if I 2-pin, I missed it light by a board.
Yeah.
I move my feet 1 board right.
Yeah. I got something like those, but I'm like a little bit more though, because I like playing the.
Well, you got a lot more rev rate
Yeah.
too. So like I said, that's all general. That's
general,
you got to hone that in for yourself. Yeah. Like there's some moves that I make that does not work.
Right.
But those are.
No, that's a good.
It's a good place to start.
It's a good place to start for sure.
Take notes. Take notes while you're bowling. Where are you standing and where are you looking?
Yeah.
And take those notes and you'll figure some stuff out. Like, hey, I left a 4-pin. I moved 1 board, and my next shot I still went high.
Yeah.
Well, maybe your move on a 4-pin's 2 boards, not 1.
Yeah, mine is 2 for sure, 4-pin.
Yeah.
But then I may even go 3 because I like, in my brain, I'd rather play like the swish. Because then once I start going high flush, then I know it's time to start inching over. So if I go high flush like 3-4 times in a row, I'm going to take like a half a board move.
Yeah.
Just to inch over, just because I know that 9-pin is right there. Right. So I'm trying to, but sometimes it's premature and I don't have to move. Like a few weeks ago, I moved like 1 board all night.
Yeah.
It's unheard of. So it's like, still got to figure out when does that come into play. Like, is that just an errant shot? Was that just me slow? Or, I don't know. But
yeah, you have to subscribe for that information. I mean,
tip of the week right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you don't have a system on making moves, I mean, and some people are field players and some people it works, but you leave something. What do you know what the move is? You got to have some place to start. Yeah. Maybe you leave a 4-pin and it's not 1 board left. Maybe it's 1 board left and move up on the approach a little bit, or it can be all sorts of different things. Like throw it a little bit harder, throw it a little faster, but whatever it is, you can figure those moves out on your own, as you develop as a bowler.
Yeah.
But it's a good starting point. So if you're getting into bowling, start there.
Yeah. Which brings us to the next topic, nationals, right? So how many balls do you take to nationals? Depending on driving, flying, how many would you? We're in Reno this year. How many are you going to take this year?
So I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm probably going to take 9.
9.
But I'm only probably going to take 6 into the center.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a ace in my pocket. I have a clinic with Josh Blanchard, who already bowled nationals.
Yeah.
Coming up at the end of this month. So I get a little bit of insight from him. So I'm probably only going to bring 6 in, but I'll probably bring 9 with me.
So I'll probably bring 6, 3 logos and 3 revelateds. No,
Hey,
no, for real. But
you ain't gonna see him throwing anything else.
anything else? Sorry, it is what it is.
Maybe a house ball, but that's about it.
but no. So that goes back to the moves, right? So you bring in 6 balls, all of them strike. How do you know what to throw? How do you make that decision? What feels the best? What you know? It's like, hey, I can strike from right, I can strike from left, I can strike with that ball, that ball. That's the most confusing sometimes. It's like, what should I be throwing?
So goes back to the moves.
Yeah.
Another hot tip. I'm teaching everybody this week.
It's
Okay.
another tip of the week.
Okay. So what I do is you take your first ball. This needs to happen before you go to nationals, by the way. Take a ball out of your bag. Say, bring 6 in with you, right?
Yeah.
Take a ball out of your bag and get lined up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a shot. Make sure you're lined up. You're hitting the pocket. You're striking. Switch balls. Stand in the same spot. Throw a shot. What do you do?
Yeah.
So say
miss one or go high.
So say I take my revelated.
Yeah.
And I go and I get lined up. Say I'm standing 15. My eyes are at 7. Mm-hmm. I'm out by the gutter. And that's where I'm lined up at. Now I grab the logo. I'm going to stand 15 with my eyes at 7. I throw a shot right there, and I go Brooklyn. Well, that tells me the logo is at least 5 boards more than my revelated is. So now I know if I want to start in my revelated, if that ball doesn't hook or that ball does something, I know when I go to my logo, my immediate move is 5 boards left.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I'm moving 5 boards left. Now, this is where the pros are really good, is they know that with every ball in their bag.
Right.
What does this ball do and how many boards, like what's the move into this ball?
Yeah.
But you can go through your whole bag like that, get lined up with one ball and throw it, and then go to a different ball, throw it. What do you leave? Knowing that the pocket's 5 boards wide, you know how many boards you need to move, based on what you leave. And then you can move and throw it again. And then once you're lined up with that, so maybe my logo is actually 6. Maybe I moved the 5 from going Brooklyn, but I still 4-pinned. I moved one more. Now I'm lined up. So now I know that this is 6 more than the revelated.
Right.
Well, now I can take a different ball and I can throw that. And maybe I go straight through the 3-pin and I leave a washout. Well, now I know I got to move 3 boards to the right. So now I know that ball, that third ball I just threw, is 3 more than the revelated, but it's 3 less than the logo.
Yeah.
So I know I got 1, 2, there's a ball in the middle, and 3.
Yeah. So I have that set up with my 2 logos, right? My thing is, it's kind of weird. When I was throwing everything else, I don't have a true benchmark ball.
Right.
So to me, when I think of benchmark, I think
of maybe that's what goes in the middle.
Yeah. I think about what my favorite ball is and what I could do with it. Do I want to hook the whole lane? No. Do I want miss room? Yes.
Right.
Do I want to throw it hard? Yes. So I know I could strike, 20-5 with revelated, but I know I can go 32-5 with logo.
Right.
But I have, 5 boards miss room right with logo and not revelated. So it's where I'm feeling, the part of the lane I'm comfortable in, and the ball that gives me the most miss room to the right. So, it's kind of how I decide. Is that the right zone? I don't know. Like, should I be, just dial in more and be more accurate with this ball versus that ball? Or, those are the decisions where it's like kind of hard.
So bowling is a game not of good shots, but of bad shots.
Right.
How good of a result can you get with your bad? Your good shot's going to strike.
Yeah.
You throw a good shot, you are going to strike.
Most of the time.
Right. But what do your bad shots do?
Yeah.
Can you still strike on a bad shot? Which ball is going to make you strike the most on a bad shot? So I would say on a pattern, something a little bit flatter, maybe a little bit 40 feet, then kind of that medium. I'm going to do whatever I can to play towards the gutter and up the lane. And I probably want to play there as long as I can.
Right.
Depending on the volume, changes if it's more volume, if it feels like more volume, maybe a little bit stronger cover stock. If it's less volume, it may be a cleaner cover stock to do that. A lot of times on those shorter patterns and stuff of 40, 39, 40, 41 feet, I'm looking at maybe shorter pins, something that once it comes off the spot, it doesn't go dead left on me.
Yeah.
Something a little bit more controllable, a little bit
controllable,
smooth.
not as hockey stickish.
Right. Hockey stick, you can get away when you can open your angles up and you have room.
Yeah.
That's when that comes in because the carry percentage goes up with that more angle coming into the pocket. You get better carry, and it makes for better videos.
Yeah. Hit it harder.
But, when you want to score, typically the smoother stuff that you can control better, that you can keep in front of you a little bit more is
the way to go.
It's kind of the way to go.
But
it really does depend on you as a bowler.
Yeah.
You can be a high speed, low rev guy, and maybe you go on a pattern and you're going to throw the biggest ball on the market.
Yeah.
And somebody else comes out there. Somebody else comes out there and they have lower speed but way higher rev rate.
Yeah.
And they got to throw something that's way cleaner than what you're throwing because they have to get it through the stuff because they throw it slower and they have more rev rate.
Yeah.
So they need the ball to not see it, whereas somebody that's higher speed, lower rev rate, they need the ball to see it.
Right.
It may not see it.
Yeah, like speaking of Reno, like lane 81, or I forgot who, my memory's shot. So they had the pattern out on there, and this is what I use the CAT system, to get your specs and everything. And the guy is pretty much like, you shouldn't be able to play there. It's like you're literally just bullying the lane pattern. But that was like a bad thing in his mind, Like
it's not. Yeah, you kind of, or you just.
I can do what I want to do.
You muscle it over the pattern. Yeah. And there's guys that can do that. A lot of two-handed guys can do that.
Yeah.
Where
why is that bad though?
It's not. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. But this is like 15 years.
I'll say this though, is that sometimes I can get you in trouble because it'll work one time.
Yeah.
It doesn't work the next time. But in your head, well, it worked last time. I'm going to keep trying it. And then you get stuck and now you shoot 140.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
But it's like.
So I guess I see what he's saying where you shouldn't be able to do this. You should be doing it this way. This is maybe there's no right or wrong
way to play the pattern.
But there's no right or wrong way to play a pattern.
Right.
I'll say that. But there's a way to play the pattern every day. There's a way to play the pattern that's going to score better.
Yeah.
You could be on the same lane,
different
same pattern, and a different ball, different area of the lane is going to score the best. But that's the biggest thing, I think, is you need to, if you're in practice, say it's for nationals and you're in practice,
right?
Throw a shot out by the gutter, throw a shot just inside of that, throw a shot in the track, throw a shot over third arrow.
Yeah.
Where does it feel like you have the most miss room? If you, as you move in and you're getting it to the right, does it still bounce off of it?
Yeah.
As you move left and you get it right, it doesn't hook and it just goes 60 feet. Well, that usually tells me that I got to go further left and there's an out of bounds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get my eyes in so I don't get it that way.
But I would rather that, like the last few years at Nationals, they like hooked out of the building for me.
Yeah.
Like.
I agree. I was in front of the ball return last year.
And now it's even worse because now how do you feel about having to bowl 6 games on the same pair with the same people? You know what I mean? Like, that goes back to your cross.
Right.
Like, singles and doubles, I guess you came with who you came with, but it's nice to get off of a trash pair sometimes. It could be same shot, different topography, and it's like, well, I did the same thing. Like, give me a fresh look. Like, maybe Joe Blow and Susie Sally over here push the oil down further for me, and now I'm going to have a better look on this pair with the same set of people versus, dude, I'm playing fifth arrow in the second game, and I got 4 more games of this.
Right.
Which is why I had to loft it that one time, and you can't loft, apparently, Just depends on,
No, the way... Ooh. So the way I see it is this.
Yeah.
If you're doing that and you're striking, so be it.
I shot like 220.
Yeah, so be it.
And scores were trash that year.
Now, if you're doing that and shooting 160, then I think that merits the, hey, you probably shouldn't do. You're just, it's not.
I had like 5 in a row doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, it's not working. You shot 160 doing that. Like, we let you do it for a game.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe got to do something else. But if you're shooting I would say 200 plus and you're lofting it like that,
it's a legit adjustment, right? Like
Who put out this lane pattern?
Exactly.
Like, yeah,
Bowling, and this is the thing, bowling is like the only sport where you're penalized from being able to do something others can't. Like, I get it. It's within the realm of the game, but it's like so many unwritten rules or what they call it, courtesy. Is it no, what's that other word? Is it courtesy or it's something in the rule book where it's not a rule, but it's like I can't think of the name of it.
Unwritten rule kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the way they say it, it's like courtesy. I think it is courtesy. It's a courtesy not to loft during nationals or something like that. But it's not a rule. Look it up. Like I because I was like, where does it say I can't loft? Oh, right here. I'm like, well, that says like it's like a courtesy type of thing or a respect, not respect, but one of those synonyms. Like I'm like, well, that's not a rule. Like if you don't want loft, then put a lob line down there, like duck pins or candle pins or something like that. I forget which one has it. I think it's candle pins. Where there is that line out there, say, hey, don't loft the ball over this, but oil the lanes, like oil them. Don't. I don't know. It's so stupid.
You got to learn how to throw backup. Or you do it. Every YouTube guy from 1960 says, "Oh, we just
flatten your wrist,
flatten your wrist and throw plastic up the gutter." I don't know why you got to do that.
I've been dealing with this for over like 30 years. This goes back to like the mid 90s. Like I've lofted since like the mid 90s, and it's crazy. Like, and don't tell me about like a lot of you guys are product of resins. I'm sorry to say it, but if resin wasn't out, you guys would be just straight hot dog water. My first ball was a white dot. So I went plastic, urethane. So it was like white dot, like Black Knight, Turbo, Shadow, Turbo X. No, Gyro Pro. So my fifth ball was resin, reactive. So I know the progression. Like now there is no more progression in bowling. I'm seeing, hey, I'm new to bowling. Here, let me give you a Zero Mercy solid and
yeah. Well, but that's just the way the game is now, right?
Right.
Like
but there's no
the
room.
game has changed.
But there's no room to learn one, and there's no room to. If I ran a pro shop, I'd sell someone a plastic ball. Hey, you learn this first. Come back to me. I'll upgrade you.
Right, which is good. And I 100% agree that you shouldn't just get into like the most high performance ball ever.
Right.
You know, mirror this to golf.
Yeah.
You're going to have, I mean.
Start off on par threes.
Well, as a pro shop guy, are you going to sell this brand new golfer, this full custom fit set of golf clubs that cost $5,000,
right. No.
you know, first time they walk in? No. Or are you going to say, well, let's get you this starter set.
Here's a putter, a wedge, and a 5-iron is your highest. Or
yeah, whatever, but even like, oh, let's just get you like this entry set of like Strixons or something like that you can start with. It only costs like $400 for the whole set. Like, let's start you here. Let's get
Kirkland iron.
Yeah, let's get your fundamentals down first, and then we can get you fit and get you into something else. That I would say is probably the way to do it. Get your fundamentals working first.
Right.
But as a pro shop guy, you got to feed the kids. Are you going to take the $5,000? The guy's willing to drop $5,000 on this. Are you going to sell him the $5,000 set of clubs? I mean, if that's what they want,
you don't.
You can maybe say, hey, I don't think you should do this.
The number, which I learned is the number looks good, but the markup on plastic balls is actually better than reactive. I've seen that. Like if you think about it, like from distributors, you know, a plastic ball is like $30. You sell them for $90. You're making $50, $60 on a plastic ball. Reactive, you're at, you know, $130, $140, $150 from a distributor. Sell those for like $180, $190. And now there is no reason to upgrade or come back to you because I have the biggest thing. So, hey, do I love this sport enough to get the next biggest thing? or was this one ball last me until it cracks or I lose it?
I was gonna say, just wait a month and there's gonna be another one, so you might as well just come back and buy this one. It's way better.
Or it's like, hey, if I say, hey, we'll start you off in plastic, start further right, you can learn the lane, and I'll upgrade you tiers. It's like playing RPGs like Zelda. You couldn't just go get the Master Sword off rip. You had to start with the little wood sword, build your hearts up, to get the other sword.
So we're kind of getting into a little video game stuff. Yeah. They do that in the Pokemon video games. Yeah. So if you start fresh, brand new on a Pokemon game, and you go and say you trade with someone, and you get a Pokemon that's like level 100, maxed out everything, and you just started the game,
you can't handle them.
They literally, the Pokemon does not listen to you.
Yeah. Escapes or whatever.
But it doesn't escape, but it won't listen. Like, you'll tell it to like attack, and it's just like, nah, I don't think so.
No, I'm not doing that.
It literally will do that. So they literally make you like go back through, and you have to go through like the whole progression and
training and know.
And then
doing.
Once you get through whatever all the gyms or whatever it is, like you got to beat all these like other trainers first. Like, and then once you do that, then you can get those strong Pokemon that'll actually listen to you. Yeah. So. I guess it's kind of one of those. You got to go through the progression.
That's it.
Of
That's
doing
what I
it
said.
first.
2 plastic balls.
Your Zero Mercy Solid ain't gonna listen to you. Your plastic ball will.
Exactly. It's gonna go where you throw it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's less forgiving. Yeah. Is one of the things. So it does come kind of back to the thing where it's less forgiving. So you have to be better. Yeah. Your fundamentals have to be better. Yeah. Then maybe we'll put you into like a twist or something like that, and then. Once you get good with that, maybe we'll put you into a hustle. And then we'll put you into a,
mid-range something,
Yeah, we'll get you into a Black Widow, and then from there we'll get you into a logo, and then
right. But that's what literally. Let's go back to Revelated. That's what it was. It was like, hey, average, because I had to get back to the basics of, hey, I was throwing a lot of equipment that let me get away with a whole bunch of other stuff, and literally. 199, like 200. I start off whatever, trying to figure it out, but that ball did what you did to it. You missed right. Oh, goodbye. It's out of here. So that let me be more accurate, hit my target, and get back to that. And then something that's gonna give me more forgiveness. Go to logo. Average is like 40 pins different. You know what I mean? Like it's bowling normally. So it's a method.
Yeah.
It's the slower path, but the same goal. I think everyone wants that instant satisfaction. You kind of miss all that. Like, I'm about the journey. Once I get to somewhere, it's like, okay, I did it. Now what? I like to
What's next?
Always feel like I have a goal
to
do something,
Another tech tip. We're just learning everything. If you have goals, write them down.
Yeah.
I 100% agree that you are more likely to achieve your goals if you put them in writing.
Yeah.
Get a notebook. Keep track of, like I said, where you stand, where you look.
Yep.
Keep track of all your games, what ball you're throwing, what lane you're on, what you're bowling on. And in the front of that notebook for that year, you write down, I got 5 goals this year. I want to average 220. Whatever the number is. Yeah. I want to average 220. I want to shoot an 800 series. I want to shoot a 300 game. I want to win X amount of tournaments, and I want to make the cut at a regional or whatever it may be. And write those goals down because you're more likely to achieve them, and you can come back to them. I 100% believe in that.
Yeah.
So that's another one.
Manifestation.
Exactly. 100%.
Yep.
So I got one more topic I want to touch on, and that is the Surfside New York show that just aired this last week.
Yeah.
We have the 3rd rookie of the year to win a title.
Everyone built different.
Do you think that's just because this rookie class is that much better, or what do you think? Why do you think so many rookies are winning this year compared to in the past?
I think it goes back to that. I don't know. It could be the confidence levels, because there's so much stuff to bowl that they're trained for this already. A lot of people make jokes, but YouTube, like, they're on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when I used to record videos, people would legit get nervous when I was recording. It's like, dude, this is just me. Like, but that camera does something different. You know what I mean? So it's the fact that the onlineness and being seen that kind of ties into me. It's like people make jokes like, "Hey, yeah, throw that camera back on me. I'm striking more." Whatever. You don't have to think about people watching you because they're used to being watched, I guess.
Right.
So TV is not as like, oh my God, I'm going from my block where 50 people know me to you're international online already,
Right.
that kind of thing. So
Okay.
I don't think TV has that big of a role in nerves anymore.
I can see that.
They try to build it up like it is, but it's like, no, your TV's not TV anymore. It's like, oh, I was on TV. Oh, well, what do you do on TikTok, or what do you do on,
Yeah.
I think being more like that goes back to last conversation about the YouTubers being more famous than the pros or whatever. It's like, or, oh, we were somewhere and it's like, took the kids to Great Wolf Lodge, right?
Is that when the guy thought you were an NFL player?
No, not that.
That was a different one?
That was a different one. And it was some girl and these kids, it was like, oh my God, that's Lana, whatever, whoever. I don't know the name. I'm completely butchering it. It was, oh, she's got like 3 million followers on TikTok and like, okay, what does she do? Who are these people?
Right.
But the kids knew who they were, who she was, so they went and took a picture, got her autograph or whatever, or took a picture, whatever the case. But I think that same, like, I could say, oh, he's on CSI, and the kids would be like, what?
Who's Shamar Moore, Dad?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I think that has a lot to do with it. That and just dogs, yeah, like just go-getters.
I think that, number one, like you said, the video,
Yeah.
they're able to analyze their game a lot better nowadays than they used to be able to.
Yep.
They can record themselves on their phone and they can dial in their physical game right on their phone. Then you have science research.
Yep.
How much research and science has been conducted in the last 30 years in the sport of bowling?
Right.
There's a decent amount.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of stuff. You know a lot of stuff. There's a lot more information out there at their disposal. At their disposal.
Yeah.
And they, they have this wealth of knowledge that is Google.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
Do whatever you want.
You can find anything you want.
Yeah.
And now they got AI that'll even break it down for you. And I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And then you throw these kids are getting better earlier. Now they have
high school, PBA junior, collegiate.
Well, Spencer Robarge is a huge
and that's what I understand. Like, how do you not like?
I mean,
how do you not think you don't belong out on tour? That was one thing.
He's been good since as long as I can remember.
Yeah, really.
The first time I heard his name, I remember being like, oh wow, that kid's really good.
Yeah.
Despite what you may think about like two-handed bowling or whatever, two-handed lefties and whatever, which that's a different conversation. But like he's just always been good, and there was no doubt in my mind watching him when he was a little bit younger. I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely going on tour.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he's definitely going to do something with it.
Yeah.
Like Austin Grammer, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
I've never met him. One of my buddies that went to ASU, he was like, oh yeah, I bowled against him in college.
Yeah.
But he's like, outside of that, he's like, I have no idea who he is. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I didn't know who he was. But 299 in a title match.
Yeah.
Brandon Bonta earlier this year shot 300 in the title match. It's like both rookies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't say ballsy, but you got to have some cojones to do that,
Yeah. Like now we're sitting here, we got 2 lights, 1, 2, 3 cameras. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we put a bowling lane in here, would you be nervous? Is it who you're bowling against? I will say this, like, who you bowling against kind of matters sometimes too. It's like, oh, I got that bum, or like mentally, like, oh, I got it. Not to take anybody
beat
for
the
granted.
bozo over here. Here we go.
Not like that, but you know what I mean. Like mentally, it's like, oh, I got this. Sick of this coward. Like, yeah. Like that's just the way you psych yourself up. Like, back to that peer thing, you know?
I mean, to be fair though, two of these, I don't know who Spencer bowled in the title match. Was it Barnes? Ryan Barnes.
Ryan
Okay.
Barnes, yeah.
Okay, so that one doesn't count then.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty young on the tour yet
Yeah.
too. But Bonta bowled Tackett.
Yeah.
The best bowler on the planet and shoots 300 at him.
Yeah.
And then Grammer was bowling Prather.
Yeah.
Which maybe not the best bowler on the planet, but I would say top 3 when it comes to physical games. Like he's got an amazing physical game.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, and he's 2-time major winner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty tough going up against that for your first match on TV. I gotta give my applause where it's due. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I like how, don't be so quick to sign to someone, right?
Right.
Because what do you lead a tournament throwing anything and everything? And then that's when it's like, oh, hey, this guy's a tournament leader. Let me throw a patch on him and try to advertise. Or that's weak. I'm sorry.
Which
that's trash.
Which I think, yeah. I mean, you go out there and nobody's willing to.
Not on his end. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
as far as,
Because, well, did they say Riley Woodard was that he didn't have a sponsor?
I think it was Storm.
Because I know he's from Utah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if he was on Storm staff.
I think he's on
not.
Storm staff, or at least
gotcha.
he had the Storm shirt. He's like, oh yeah, he works out with Hank all the time or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
He was like 12 or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I did remember him saying that. Yeah. But I got to cross with. I was actually crossing with Riley in January out here at the regional I bowled. So I got to kind of bowl with him for a while, and he throws it good.
Yeah,
he's really good. Yeah, I got him and GT.
Yeah.
So. I mean, that was a good cross there. Me, and then GT and Riley. And my physical game was not good 3 months ago. I had a lot of stuff I had to work through, which we got it figured out.
Yeah.
So maybe next year when the regional comes back, I'll give it another try, but maybe not.
Yeah. It's always fun to bowl them.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's expensive to bowl them, but
expensive, for sure.
You got to take off work on Friday. But
hopefully your boss lets you get off work and
I don't know. My boss can be strict.
That guy. Stupid. But yeah, it's like I think. Oh, that goes back to staffers too. Remember when D-Ron won? I think he had that same kind of issue. Hey, I'm bowling match play. I'm leading this tournament. No one's paying me any attention. TV show comes, now everyone wants to ball rip him.
Yeah, and then he signed with Storm.
He was with Storm.
Oh, he was with Storm.
Yeah, he was with Storm.
Oh, you're talking about back to like the Simo thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm following.
It's like, now you want to? I'm on the show. Like, I did it by myself. Get out of here. We don't. You're not gonna do nothing. Yeah.
Oh wait. That guy's leading. Whoa. What's your name again?
You on our step? Let me see. Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, Booker. You're right at the top of the list. How did I miss you?
Yeah. Because you have your horse. That's always figures like how many ball reps are there? So you have we've seen all Storm shows, right?
Yeah.
How many ball reps are there? So do you have your golden goose? Are you always think like, if I'm not the cash cow, I don't think they're doing any good for me. They may try to sabotage. I'm just paranoid like that. Like, it's like, I want him to win because he's our golden boy. So I'm going to feed you some nonsense just to.
So I have a feeling. Now I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
But I had a coach where if I was bowling a tournament and my coach had, you say it was me and another one of his students in like match play.
Yeah.
He would pull both of us aside and he'd say, here's the deal. Either I can coach both of you right now, or I coach neither of you. You guys pick right now. What do you want? And then it's up between us. We want you to coach us, but he's going to coach both of us the same.
Yeah.
You're both going to be coached to, I'm trying to make both of you win.
Right.
Or it's
how it should be.
Or it's, I'm not going to coach you at all, and you guys got to duke it out and figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
But he would do that when he was there and we were bowling and he was coaching. That's how it was.
Yeah. So you have Yeah, so you have the one guy who's forever the 30-year-old veteran ball rep. You got the intermediate guy who's just been there for 2 years or a year who just switched from another brand.
Mhm.
How much do you think that guy can ball rep me? Knowing the brand for, 6 months or so like that. Like you just signed with us. How can you tell me what to throw if you don't know our whole arsenal?
Well, so
and you've been on this other staff for 5 years,
yeah.
like-
So there's that side of things.
Yeah.
But there's also the side of things like the chemistry at the bowlers, right?
Yeah.
So there's bowlers that will say, "Hey, I made the TV show. I want this ball rep. That's who I want on the show with me." And say there's 4 ball reps. Maybe they don't get along with two or three or whatever the other ball reps. They only get along with that 1 or 2 ball reps. They say, "I want this guy on the show with me. That's who I want my ball rep to be today when I'm out there." And there's guys that'll say that, and I know that for a fact because I've had somebody that was a ball rep tell me that.
Yeah.
This guy told me, "I want you on the show, not him." So there is some favoritism from the players to the ball reps.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things, like I said, ball reps are getting paid when they're out there. So that's just one of those things you just kind of got to brush it off your shoulder. If they do come and ask you for help, you got to just try to help them as much as you can.
Yeah.
You got to understand that those guys are the ones that are getting frustrated. If they're not bowling that good,
Right.
yeah, they're going to be frustrated. When they're coming to you, it's probably because they're not bowling good.
Right.
So they're going to be frustrated. You got to have thick skin.
Yeah.
Like these guys ain't.
Goes back to that mental thing when you're bowling well. Keep doing the same thing. I've watched people bowl. I watched a guy go, get front 9 and go run into, "Hey, I'm on front," like juniors. "Hey, I'm on front 9. Hey, I'm on front 9," and then go wash out.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what I did the first time I had the front 11.
Like, why are you telling people?
I run over to my dad. "Hey, I'm on the front 11. What should I do?" He goes, "Oh, move a couple boards left." And then I just absolutely just throw it a million and it goes dead through the 3-pin.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But it's like,
why did I do anything different?
Yeah, so if you're talking, you're bowling bad. You're not, "Hey, I'm leading the tournament. What should I do? What do you think?" Maybe they do. Maybe that's what I'm missing on. Maybe they do that. I don't know. I just can't. If I'm so locked in, I'm not going until I start frying out or something. Okay, now I need help. I'm sinking fast.
Well,
But if I'm bowling well, leave me alone.
Yeah. And that's probably what they do. If you're figuring it out on your own and you're bowling good and they're probably watching you.
Yeah.
And then telling the other staffers, "This is what he's doing and he's scoring. So do that."
Yeah.
They're just watching what you're doing. But it goes back to the bowling bad thing, goes back to in Born to Bowl, the last episode, Gary Haynes bowling against Simo at the Masters. Yeah. When Haynes was not bowling good that second game. So Simo had to beat him twice to win. Yeah. He beat him the first game. Yep. In that second game, Gary leaves a 247 and whiffs it.
Yeah.
Absolutely doesn't touch a pin. And Dino Castillo calls him over, says, "Come here." And he goes, "Look," he's like, "whatever mental state you're in, whatever you got to do something to reset it." He's like, "Go over to your wife, give her a kiss, whatever." And he goes over and gives his wife a kiss and strikes and wins. And
that's it.
The rest is history.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's right. Doesn't matter which pocket you hit.
They all look like this on the scoreboard. So
hey, that's $100,000 Brooklyn. I don't care.
And I'm slapping it out too next time.
I'm walking it out. I'm walking it to the wall. That's all I know.
Right? Walking over to my trophy and my 100,000.
I'm on lane 3. I'm walking to lane 40. I don't care.
Yeah. So
walk right through that set.
So I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching as always. Check out the merch, hhbowling.com. Lane Shine is my surface. Because if a ball is good, you never have to touch it. That's just my opinion. But so stay tuned for episode 4. Check out 1 and 2. And peace out.
Peace.